What do you see happening, and what markets are you excited about?
Historically, and it's still true, Massachusetts, I think both because of the types of products we're producing, we are producing those high-value technical goods that by nature are going to gravitate towards certain markets over others. And so historically, we have been very strong in markets, developed markets, places like Canada, Western Europe. And because of the types of things that we're producing, I think they're a little bit less price sensitive than perhaps more commodity types of exports. Right. And so I think that has actually been working in our favor recently. And we are outpacing our national exports by a good 12 to 13 percentage points as of the first quarter of this year. So I think in the long term, our product and industry mix as far as exports is really going to benefit us. In terms of markets that we're looking at, we have made a lot of headway in Asia. We have lagged behind the rest of the country in markets like that. But if you look at perhaps the past 5 years or so, a lot of our export growth has been going to places like Asia as well. So I think we're going to make headway in more emerging markets, and certainly some of the free trade markets that Michael had alluded to as well.
Even though Massachusetts might be doing great things, we're still part of the United States, so we still have the immigration challenges. The immigration system's a mess in this country. Everybody knows it. The tax system's a mess. Everybody knows it. The trade laws need to be simplified within the U.S. There was a recent attempt to do that with kind of mixed results. So I think as part of the United States, we still have a lot of work to do to make us kind of stronger in the global business community.
So a U.S. company that wants to just export directly to Iran, that type of activity is still prohibited. That being said, in Massachusetts, we do have representation from a number of sectors that are allowed with certain allowances to export to Iran, and we have done work with many companies in those sectors to help with that. So, for example, the healthcare sector is an important sector where there are a lot of allowances, and we already are doing a lot of work with companies, and in fact I have a conference call with a company this afternoon to help them with that. But unfortunately, from a legal and regulatory perspective, it's still, there are still a lot of hurdles in place. Even to do business in Iran, you need licenses and authorizations, even if it's something like healthcare that's allowed. So we are doing that work. We are working with companies. We are also educating companies on perhaps where there are allowances. And in fact, we were at Teradyne a month ago in Shirley's office, and we held a seminar on doing business in Iran. But again, how do you navigate it so you're doing it legally, because it's still heavily restricted. So it's kind of like, proceed with extreme caution. But for certain companies in certain sectors, there are a lot of opportunities, and we're certainly happy to help companies with that.